Love is a beautiful thing that binds people.
And different people have different ways of expressing their love to each other.
And just the same way as Lao Tzu said, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength.
While loving someone so deeply gives you the courage.
Welcome to the Dadas Talk Show with F&V. Remember to find us live on Facebook at Kafit TV. We are on YouTube, Kafit TV, Instagram and Twitter. The handles are still the same, Kafit TV.
Exactly. And our WhatsApp Dadas group is also on fire. If you're interested and really want to join the group, you can find it on our Facebook page and join us so that you can have more life together.
Well, today on studio, we are joined by a gentleman who's going to introduce himself. Yeah.
My name is Sigu James, and thanks for having me on the show.
Well,
Alright.
he's our first guest on set on, this is the second day of June. I
Oh,
think I'm
really?
postponing the
June.
date.
No, we are in June 2020 and it's the 2nd of June, actually the first show this month. And on this show, we have this gentleman with us. And today's topic is all about love languages. You know, it takes two to tango. And the kind of love we really want to talk about today is the love between a man and a woman. So the ladies are here. And so there's the need for the gentleman also to be around. So
True.
we'll take it away.
Mr. Sigu here is going to give us some highlights on what the ladies might miss out on love language. Yeah, there are different ways of experiencing love, of expressing love.
First of all, you know, there are various kinds of love. Kuna ile mapenzi, okay, you know, we are talking about, I'm now focused on the side of the dadas. Kuna ile mapenzi, the lady ataka like ile kuslay. Oh no, babe, like, you know, I can't do that. See, you know, I can't do that. So you let me do that. Lakini kuna ile saa dema mejiachilia yeye na boy wako hii, wanaenda so parallel and so, like, she can do anything. So, like, they're kind of free.
Yeah.
They're like partners.
They are
You can do,
compatible.
yeah, they're compatible. Lakini ile side yenye, the dem is just there. The guy is supposed to do everything. So different kinds of love have different kinds of languages. Love languages is the topic. So Violet.
Yeah. Just the same way we said, people communicate differently. There's the way I communicate to my guys is the way I expect him to return, because that is my language. So there are different ways. I'd say for a start, if mine is like words of affirmation, you know, I like hearing nice words. So I'll give that in order to get that.
For example.
So once in a while when you end phone calls, you're like, hey, take care, I love you. You see?
Sure.
That's just the word take care. It's like a word of affirmation. I need you to take care. Come home safe. You see? Yeah. So if I tell you to take care, I'd expect next time I'm leaving you, maybe tell me the same, because that is
Can I
my
just ask you
love
something?
language. Yeah.
You know, this man loves you.
Yeah.
And you also love him back. So must he tell you that he loves you for you to believe that he really loves you? Is it really important?
That's my language. I understand it. So I'd prefer if he tells me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, also at the same time, in as much as ladies love to hear that they are loved or they are taken care of, we miss, sometimes I think you people miss the point that also men need to hear these things.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why you're here today, at
You get that?
least.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, even when it's just a simple compliment, hey, you know what, you look great, or I believe you're really working hard, or I believe, you know, it's not the lovey-dovey. Of course, men will hide from that lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
But if you give them something else, like for example, you know what, I believe in you.
I did know that men also want these compliments.
Yes.
I
yes.
did know that.
They do.
But okay, Mr. C, coming on this, whereby you compliment your guy,
Yeah.
you tell him he looks good. I mean, I compliment my guy, tell him, hey, you look so good today.
Yeah.
I believe you can do that. You go for it.
Yeah.
And then maybe I expect him to do the same. I dress badly and he's like, it doesn't even tell you look good.
Okay, Violet,
So
the
maybe-
thing is, sometimes a lady has just put on her clothes so well, they fit her so well, her shape, like everything is just so nice on her. But you know, she's trapping you. Anangoja umwambie, oh, you look so beautiful. I love the way that dress fits you. So for me, if that and you really fail to like tell me I look beautiful in that dress,
So you
utakuwa
see, that's
umeangukia
where I
trap.
think now we should do it, not with the intent that the other person must reciprocate. from deep within. Yeah.
You know what? Some are just too automatic.
Yeah.
Like, don't leave your chick alone to be complimented by other guys.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
true. So you also have to compliment. Like, I expect it each and every day. It's something that should be there.
You know, Pfizer, suppose like my man doesn't compliment me and somebody out there compliments me. Maybe realizes that another person is complimenting me. You know, he's not going to be at ease. He's going to
Sure.
feel so bad. But what
He'll
if
be so jealous of
Yeah.
the other guys who compliment.
What if he tells me that, you know, if my man tells me that I look good, that he believes in me, it's going to mean a lot. What I hear from other people. Unajua mtu anaweza kukwambia, ah, hii unaweza, I believe
So you
in
can
you.
imagine
But
if he doesn't tell you that, then the other guys from outside tell you. And you know, there are some people who will always look at you. I'm waiting to see what Violet is going to put on today. And the moment you get to these people, they'll be like, oh, Violet, I was just waiting to check out your outfit and you look so amazing. So
Yeah.
this guy really tells you this for nothing. But your guy who go home, he didn't say a thing.
Mr. Sigwa said the guys also need the same. So I think we should take it both ways.
Yeah, I think
Give
Well,
compliments.
it's give
And
and take.
even apart, I think we should also be kind. Ikurusharusha maneno.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sometimes, let me say your girlfriend has put on something of which you feel is just exposing too much and you feel uncomfortable. Okay, just tell her, you know what, baby, you look nice and that, but I'd really appreciate if you have this huge coat on, at least to hide some, you know, some feet, just pop, and you really comfortable if you walk with that around. So the moment unaamua kutumia the other way around, they're like, kwani hakuna nguo ingine? Ama ni hiyo nguo tu ndo ilikuwa leo, you know, such compliments.
Yeah.
She will just be happy on the bad side because itakuwa yake like,
So me,
This-
my take on words of affirmation for men. I think we resonate mostly with the words that give us courage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the words that give us a psych to wake up and go hustle. You understand?
is now
Something like that.
now that you're here, please tell us what exactly expectors tell you.
Like, let's say, for example, I'm going through a challenge, or I've just been promoted into a bigger position. I'm finding a lot of pressure maybe in that job. You know what? Just telling me, like, I believe in you, you know. That wakes you up to something. Like, if you hear it from someone you care about, it gives you life to achieve your goals.
I think it's a matter of the ego, you know, men and ego. You need to massage their ego. And if you don't do that, another woman is going to do that.
For free.
And for free. And your man is likely to go away because you don't give that.
Of course, to lose him. So, okay, it's really important to tell him, you know what, my love, I'm always here for you.
Yeah,
I
or
will always
you
be
got
there for
this.
you. You can always count on me. You can trust me. You can
Yes.
trust anything. So
And
it's also
remember,
important.
it's the both of you. You can even tell him, we this, not you. Remember, you need to make him feel like you're a part of that. So you tell him, you know what? We've got this. We are going to work out.
We are together in this.
Yeah.
Okay, in as much as words of affirmation can be the love language for some kinds of love, I think spending quality time with the one is very important.
That is true. Quality time here could be maybe the two of you are just sitting down quiet watching a movie. And do you know the fun part of that? At the end of it, you get to analyze the movie. You ask yourself questions like, hey, do you think that girl was right doing that? And
So
mostly,
some kind of discussion between the two of you.
and do you know discussion can end up like solving some conflicts that are within you. You get to a man's point of view, and then you get to say your point of view. Yeah, there's a movie that always creates that of.
Sometimes, you know, they say when you read a book for the first time, it's important that you really read it for the second time because you learn something new each moment you've read before.
Yeah.
If you read it for the second time, you're likely to learn something that is very new. So the moment you're watching, and the guy was also watching, I'm sure there's something you didn't see that he really saw.
Yeah.
Something else you didn't see but you saw. So the moment you guys decide to sit down and just analyze it together, you'll share, it'll be fun.
Yeah, fun. Any other thing that you know? How do you guys like it when you spend quality time with us? Don't say.
Because by quality time, it means you've given yourself out to be understood by this other person. Like, you know, anytime you share a moment with someone, it's always special if it's from deep inside the heart. No, no. Like you go, for example, your man loves. It could be, let's say, it doesn't have to be sports. Or maybe likes biking or something. He has a bike or something. Join him on a trip. Or it's dangerous. It's thrilling to him. That's what he loves. You understand? So if you just give a day or a few hours for that, you'll make the man feel good.
I think, Violet, there is really something that you always do very wrong. You know, the social media is here, the WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, and sometimes like you're with your guy and all of you are just busy on your his WhatsApp, he's viewing his status, you're also doing the same and you pretend like you're having quality time. Can you try doing this?
Yeah.
Don't do any movie like just have the music down, no TVs, no phones, just the two of you. At least, can you really
Yeah.
to really
The distractions.
the distractions? Just and look at him straight. You know, let's have it when you do it like so. It's really important when you spend quality time together.
And you know, when you talk of quality time, this one even means that moment when the two of you are seated talking about something. You know, if I'm talking to my guy and he's busy on his phone, I'll snatch that phone. Why? Because I expect him to look at me when I'm
And you know,
talking.
you don't have to wait till you snatch it. Just let him know, hey, phones aside. You can even collect like a candle.
No, you know, in some circumstances, maybe the two of you are not in a better place still, or maybe he was expecting some call. Or, just the same way we said, people communicate differently, you know. They're saying, okay, nakusikiza, and he's busy on his phone.
Of
Then
course
it's
not.
just,
Me hautanisikiza kama uko kwa simu.
So, until an extent, you are so, you stopped talking. He's still like,
And
you
you
see,
know,
that is the part I get to snatch your phone, and I'll be
I
like,
feel it-
what the heck?
quality time is very essential for any relationship. I feel it's a basic, like if you spend time with me, what do you expect me to do? Are you really trying to tell me that I should spend time with someone else, like who is actually very ready to spend time with me, or
Yeah.
spending time with someone else outside?
Well, in a week, according to my research and the way I 15 hours in a week for quality time.
Sure.
So 15 hours in a week looks a little, but for us, even that 30 minutes that we sit to talk is good.
It counts.
I start my day on a good, on a brighter side, because we talked about something.
All right.
Yeah.
So remember, this is the Dada's Talk Show right here on Cafe TV, and today's topic is all about love languages. So let's take this short break, and when we come back, we'll look at the other love languages that work for the different kinds of relationships. See you on the other side of the break.
Hey, welcome back. This is the Dada's Talk Show. And remember, today we are talking about love languages. Remember, our guest is here, Mr. Sigu, and he's here to tell us on the mistake.
Yeah.
And remember, today's topic is all about love languages. It really takes two to tango. The ladies are here, so the gentleman is also here.
So remember, we are live on Facebook, and I'm going to read some of the comments that are live from Facebook. We have Socrates who say, love wins. A very candid conversation. Bree saying the show is on fire. We have Mochos Onyango watching live from Migori, Karibu Sana. We have Eltrano Jr., that's savage, haha. So that's it. The comments coming in. Remember to keep in touch with us. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and
we also have a lot in store for you. So remember, Cafe TV brings you a lot of shows. We have the Dada's Talk Show. We also have the Let's Talk Show. We have the entertainment show. And also, on the Sundays, you know, God pia ni muhimu, we bring you the inaitwaje?
The gospel.
Gospel Sunday. So it's also on fire. So welcome back to this other segment, and we'll continue looking at the other love languages.
Yeah. Okay, Pfizer. Just the same way we say people are left differently. There is this one that some people tend to neglect. You know, they don't want to like get into it, or maybe few people practice it.
Okay.
Giving gifts. I mean, how often do you give your partner gifts?
Let me start by you. When was the last time you ever received a gift from your love?
2 days ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
The way you took a lot of time. to-
No, not took a lot of time.
That was a lot of time. Yeah, you'd be like, yeah, it was yesterday, today
No,
morning.
it wasn't yesterday, but he
2
came
days
home
ago.
bearing something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could you please tell us?
Oh, he came home carrying my favorite drink.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be something big.
Sure.
Yeah. Just a packet of your favorite drink or a bottle. I wasn't expecting it. But when it comes in chilled and
As
it's
a
like, hey,
surprise.
yeah. You know,
Surprises are the best.
it
As long
gets you
as
excited.
your blood sugar. You know, by the way, surprises are not for everyone. Some people, you surprise them and lose them. They're like, they black out, you know? Maybe your blood sugar is not really well balanced. So the moment that surprise comes by, oh my goodness, you're going to lose this person.
Yeah.
So, you know, okay, gifting men is very hard. What do you guys even like?
By the way.
Which will, do you know there's
Now that we're here, you just have to tell us.
There's
You
one
just have to
thing-
tell us everything.
Let me
Yeah.
just debunk one myth that's out there that people believe in, that, you know, most of the time people believe that ladies want more gifts, as in they want to be given gifts and not men.
I am supporting that. I
Yes.
think it's true.
Just, we like gifts, but it's not basically
Okay, what
material
kind of
most the
gifts
time.
do you really
No, no.
people love?
Yeah.
Let me talk
Remember,
about
the guys
both
are
sides.
watching, so
I know,
you
I
can't
know.
lie to us.
Yes.
No, you can't
Okay.
let them down.
Let me
Of course,
talk-
yeah, you can't let
Let me
them
talk
down.
about the material and the not material gift. Yeah.
Okay.
The material gift, I think, if you get someone good shoes.
Oh, so you
understand?
love shoes.
Yeah, we love
Brand,
shoes.
which brand?
Any, just good shoes, as long as they look good.
Hey.
Men appreciate that.
Hapo niko na shida kidogo.
Yes, you have to
Daga-
learn. You have to learn how to do that. I love belts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then cologne.
Okay, when you talk about belts,
that.
we once had a teacher, he was teaching us agriculture in high school, and he used to tell us that a man without a belt, like, it just
Yeah.
can't work. Like,
But Faiza,
so the kind of belt you really put on is also important for the
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Faiza, I'll tell you something.
Mhm.
He talked about shoes.
Mhm.
You know, men love shoes, and that definitely means they know
Mhm.
the quality that
Yeah.
you're going to bring. So, wewe umejipeleka market, your budget is 3K, you get fake leather.
Oh no.
No,
Who
I'm
does
going
that?
okay because you don't know the men's material.
You should. You
But
know,
I
I
think-
like. Don't you know the kind of shoes that your guy puts on? I
you
mean,
can
side. Yeah.
Faiza, let me tell you something.
Okay, I'm listening.
You can get
Mhm.
shoes, very nice ones, sports shoes,
Mhm.
but it is like a counterfeit. You're not sure which one it is.
Ah.
Inauzwa kwa high-end store. Unaona?
sure.
Just the same way you find that some designer handbags zimewekwa kwa some high-end store. At the back of your mind, you're like, it's legit because even the price tag is like, okay,
And
inarenja hapo.
because of the kind of shop it's
The
been
kind of
stocked in.
of shop and the kind of price. Unaona? A shop wameandika hapo, it's some big shop, alafu wakaeka price hapo. You're like, it has to be legit. Not
Wait,
knowing that.
why would they sell us like fake things on very high-end shows, and actually the price is very high? Why would you do that? Don't try me with that because I'm not gonna buy it.
The brand.
Well,
A
we are-
fake brand. We really want a brand that is, you know, ile brand. Yeah, something that you really feel.
So I think there's this, before I forget something, I was talking about the material and not
Oh,
material
okay.
gift.
So you already talked about the material.
Yes, the material. Kuna hizi vitu. I watch. You know that you study your man. You can know what your man loves if you're keen
Loves.
enough.
yeah.
You can know what they love and you can give them that. Then the gifts which are not material, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like, let's say, for example, you've seen every time I'm struggling to get one pair of socks. You understand that?
Yeah.
It's
So?
it's a very simple gift. You can get all my socks, organize them, tie them, put them in some drawer somewhere.
Oh,
You
but
understand?
wait, isn't that just a basic of what a lady should do?
Well,
It's-
seriously, right now you find that
for
ladies
some-
feel like hiyo si kazi yangu.
Oh my
Unaona?
goodness.
Yeah.
Like, so
It is
unafanya
about,
nini?
let's say hata nimejikaza labda nimepata a promotion or something. You just think is not enough. You can just send something. You understand? Like something that will remind me that at this time I achieved these milestones. Unaona?
What kind
Uh-huh.
of thing
And this
exactly?
person,
I
like,
hope it's not what I'm thinking about.
what are you thinking about?
No, just tell me what you mean first.
Okay, I'm interested now.
Yeah?
Yeah, just tell us.
Okay, I'm saying, give me a card or something.
You really
understand?
want that?
Yes, you know what you people always assume that like you're the ones to always receive.
But wait, I
But-
never knew guys also want to be pampered. Like,
It's
Aye,
not being
Faiza.
pampered.
yeah, like,
It's not
sure.
being pampered. And actually, okay, let me even just decide and use the word pampered. It's okay because at one point we were all kids, we were being pampered.
Aw.
And you know your personality develops from when you're at we still resonate to emotion. We're human. Hakuna mtu mwenye unasema ati mwanaume ni mama.
So you really
asikiangi
want to
mahisia.
express those moments again?
Yeah, another
Yes,
thing.
if you bring them back, it develops love for that person.
Do discussion. This is
Yeah.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Befi.
So
And
very-
remember to keep watching. Tag along your friends to give us the views, the comments. We need to know their point of view.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
the top of discussion is love language.
And we
Faiza.
say it takes two to tango. The ladies are here.
Yeah.
The gentleman is also here. Okay, talking
Grateful.
about gifts. I love gifts.
Uh-huh.
I love teddy bears.
You do?
Though, imagine sina teddy bear tamoja.
Oh yeah. If you're listening to this,
Wait.
you know what to get Faiza
I'm
now.
not yet done. I love teddy bears big time. So if someone I love gifts me that, I'll be like, so in as much as you really want to gift, you can really just look at what your lady loves and just get her that. Okay, some little gifts like earrings. Mpatie hata earrings hata ya so too. Like,
All right.
very beautiful. Just a little bit, you can't compare my belt to the kind of belt guys put on. This is kind of very slim. And I think that just all over in the market, it's easy at least to notice where these. So buy a belt, just those funny shoes. Yeah.
Another thing, you should never try makeup with your lady.
How?
If your lady doesn't like makeup, please don't go carrying makeup.
That's why I said it's important that you really know what your lady loves. Like, ukimletea ile kitu wapendagi ama tumiangi, like,
Atapea mtu and you're going to feel very bad. Imagine gifting someone something alafu unaona amepeana ama they don't use it. You know, if I give you something and I'll be like, mbona ile shati nilikununulia uvai? Then you start giving me excuses, oh, the color. I'll be like, I
by the
asked
way,
you.
colors, especially on the side of the men, they just can't do any colors.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why
some men
for
might
gifts-
do.
For gifts, like you really have like learners, observers.
Oh.
Apenda kuvaa shati color gani most often? What brand? What like you need to learn your man in these parts, and then you can easily know what to gift them.
You should know their favorites so that you
Yeah.
can get them that close to what they love.
Yeah.
Do you know you can also gift yourself?
Oh,
Yeah.
True.
that's
Very
perfect.
true. Very
Gifting yourself in this case
Yeah.
could be, for example, the two of you are attending a function. You looking good will be on that. They always say like the way a woman dresses
Speaks volumes.
speaks volume about her man. So if you look good, the credit is
You'll
going
make
to be
him
like,
feel
"Hey, did
very
you-
proud."
Yeah, did you see so and so's woman? So that is number one.
But why do they always just think that it's ladies who should just look nice? They don't care whether the man is just in a simple tees and maybe some simple trousers and some sneakers. Yet the lady should be complicated. There is something.
It's
We are-
not
I think
complicated.
Because we are
It's
simple in nature.
It is complicated.
Faiza.
Because, you know what I'm saying? It has to be complicated because
Okay.
the man,
Yeah.
I mean, his attire is just so simple, just a tee, maybe a black one, and maybe, those kind of colors you guys love
Yeah.
for the bottoms, naka sneakers tu zingine tu hapo, tu zile tu pale.
Uh-huh.
But for the same, you just have to make things like unique. Even if it's simple, but it has to be a little bit unique, right?
Faiza.
Mhm.
Among the basic, I'd say the 5 needs of a man. I'd say he needs an attractive spouse, an attractive partner. That's why
Okay.
Very
you
true.
have to look good. Remember, it's my ego. Mtu
I'm not
akikuja-
complaining
Yeah.
now. I'm just trying to say it's important for the ladies to really look like stuffed up, you know.
Yeah.
That girl, how do I just get to her?
We need to
It-
look
it
good
counts.
for our men.
And not just for your man alone. You really need to look good for your own self.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
please someone else if you can't please yourself.
And also,
Okay.
I wanted to say, if let's say you've realized that you don't like your guy's look, maybe akona shati flani mazina kubo imeka for long, you understand? Gift him a shirt. You know, you'll
Oh.
have solved that problem without talking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
You check
So that you really feel nice anytime
Yeah,
you guys
kitu
want to
kama
go
hiyo,
out. You're
yani.
like, oh, by the way, before you guys go out together, ensure the guy looks great
Yeah.
and you compliment him. He also compliments you, then you guys work out together.
But how do you do
True.
that? As a woman, you need to help him pick his attires. Trust me. They always say men are colorblind. They are going to confuse blue, green, red. You see?
About it's very true, by the way. Why you guys you don't know colors like real ama huwa mnatupima?
Nah, I don't think. I
They are
don't think it's general that we are colorblind.
Ah.
Yeah, because most of us are the ones who are. the
How
ones- we are
comes
the
you
ones who
know
draw.
this lady is light skin, this one is dark,
Yeah.
but when it comes to now colors like red shirt, you're like, yesterday my uncle was sending me to pick shoes from the room where he keeps his shoes. So he asked me to bring him red shoes. I'm like, red shoes? I never saw him with any red shoes. So I'm like, I just tried to look at his shoes. I'm like, where are the red shoes? So you know what he meant? Brown shoes.
Yeah.
So he had to call the brown shoes red.
So,
Okay, something that you should do. Mfunze colors basi. Kama mbaya
Ah,
mbaya, just
but
teach him colors. Teach
No.
him colors.
Make the easy. Making the work easy in this case is out his attires, his outfits for the day. Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
that's
to.
good. It makes-
You're
it makes
the
work
lady.
easier for us.
Yeah, you're the
Something
lady.
else that you can do. Sometimes hauko around and he needs to go out. Maybe he's coming to meet you and you're not around. So you should tell him, these are the red tops, the red bottoms are blue, because the only color they know by there is blue.
Black.
Black,
White.
blue, and they'll even call that blue one black.
You really mean to say that we need those colors?
Yeah, you really need lessons.
That's so
And as
fair.
for me, I'll do like nakweka longi za red pale, za black, na naandika hapo juu red.
Ah,
Blue.
it's not kindergarten. Okay, Faiza.
Yeah,
Faiza.
for some it will work. It's very important.
Okay, I know for some it will work, but then there's something that I have to tell you. You know, some people learn by doing. If you put on my attires, like today you are putting this shirt with this trouser,
Yeah.
then the next day it's this and this, I'll always know Vayo huwa anapenda nikiva hii shati na hii trouser, not knowing that you are learning to blend the colors, whether I'm there
Now
or
wait.
not.
You know he'll do the same shirt and the
you
same
could do
trouser.
that, eh?
If you tell him that you only look nice in this color and that, he'll always do that same tee and that same bottom every now and then. They don't mind. Try that.
That's why you should pick the outfits, because you are right. You're going to pick something that looks good, and when
Okay.
they're dressed, you tell them you look nice. And trust me, when you do that, he goes out there, get a compliment. What do you think if a woman
Yeah.
did something? Yeah.
Okay, that's all about gifting. So, like, how much time do you spend with the one you love? How much time do you guys always spend together?
Time, it depends,
And that
huh?
brings me like to the next point, acts of service.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever done anything for the one you love? Does she always do anything for you? Same to you,
Yes.
Violet.
Like, what do you need him always to take care of once in a while? Yeah, I have done few things. He also knows that, so he does his part. So, like, get a balance. Yeah.
You know, for the love language to work, the lady must really communicate from her side, and the gentleman on the other side must also communicate effectively, so that remember, communicate two-way. There's no, it has to be a push and there's no I'm going to push you
And I'm settling.
and I just there like, oh yeah, feels
So
nice. Yeah.
what would you guys like if a guy does for you or something?
Okay, for
An
the-
act of service.
Yeah, for my act of service, there are
Yeah.
some things that he does for me that I feel good about. Like in this case, on my side, what I do for him is pick out his outfits. That is act
Yeah.
of service as much as it feels like gifting.
And
I feel
probably
like it's
iron
my
them
duty.
if they need ironing.
Iron them. Like when you have to heat his water, you know that it doesn't have to go and heat his bath water. You see? He feels like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
you serving his food. By the way, kuna hii yenye unamwekea sukari na unaonja kidogo. You know, it looks adorable.
Wow.
Yeah.
It
So
looks
at least you have a
adorable.
taste of it before
Yeah.
he tastes
You
it.
know, him just sitting and watching. Now, umejua, he feels about it, knowing that she ensures that whatever I'm taking is good. Meaning, kama ijatoshea, unaona, unaongeza sukari kidogo.
Yeah.
But you know it won't work for any kind of man.
I know it.
Like some, the way they were brought up, like they just used to doing things on their own. Like if you try to do, so it means that won't be a love language for them. An act of service won't be a love language to some people because walizoea ile waki grow up, they used to do things on their own, wash their own clothes, prepare
Yeah.
their own meals, prepare their own
That's
clothes,
true.
just do everything on their own. So that when you come in and try to like, oh, you try, oh, my friend, just do what you feel is right.
question is,
Yeah.
if you know you could do those things, why do you need me? Why am I here?
Remember, we're talking about love languages.
Yeah.
And love languages, we have different languages for every different kind of love.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So maybe the question of what language will work for him, the gift will work for him, and anything will work for him, but not the act of service. Wengine wapindi, like,
Yeah, you know, I think you have a point there. Kuna,
Yeah.
kuna mtu mwenye yeye amezoea kujifanyia vitu like for men, but at some point, you know, if they realize that you're a person who loves to give acts of service, I think they should also adjust their
Give
side to
you
allow
the
you to do that.
chance.
Yeah, true.
once
Once in a
they've
while.
now made the choice
Yeah,
that
yeah,
will
yeah.
be
As
in their
in,
life.
you know, love is a choice. It's
Yeah.
a choice. Yani wewe mwenye unasema, okay, I really want this person and I'm going to do whatever it takes to be with this person. Unaona? It's a choice you
Nice.
make. So you're just on your side to create space for the other.
So once in a while, you can comb your love's hair, I mean your girlfriend's hair, your wife's hair, you can comb.
Ama
Like,
unamsaidia
yeah.
kufumua. Anamwambia kaa hapa chini nikutole.
Pati makasi and
You
all
really
that
you
stuff.
like that?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. If you
Yeah.
didn't know, it really
But now
feels
just
nice.
don't record it and upload it on social media.
Wait. It
Yeah,
really
people-
feels nice
Yeah.
if this man anakaa hapo nyuma yako umeka kwa mguu yake and is like just massaging your hair hata kama si kutoa.
I think
Just
I've
massaging your
done
hair.
that.
Na umejua,
Oh.
while he's combing your hair, he makes very funny comment.
Yeah,
hey,
like-
babe, na nywele yako. You
Yeah,
guys
smile.
laugh. You see?
Yeah,
But
just on
he
a light note and you guys laugh.
Yeah.
Just share.
he gets to see it, and umejua, from these acts of service, he's going to know some of the things that you need. Sasa saizi akikufumulia nywele, he's going to know that you need salon. What happens after that? The gifting part
Yeah,
comes
the
in.
gifting part
Yeah.
will really come in.
Okay, when he goes to the kitchen, he realizes maybe he was trying to make you like a surprise dinner or lunch.
Wow.
Akarealize, oh, gas ndo hii inaisha, ama kuna kasufuria kametoboka, pan handle imetoka. You know, he'll come back home, the gifting part come in because he was trying to give
So
us
he'll get to know what to do because he engaged himself in giving you an act of service. Nikati tu makucha. Is
By
that
the
too
way.
much to ask for from a
Nah,
man?
it's possible.
Oh yes, thank you. I didn't expect that. Like
It's
it feels
possible.
so nice. Like
But,
you know.
but you know, the things you like, me I believe, once you communicate these things to your partner,
Ah.
then it's much easier for them to. We should not work from a basis that we are just assuming they're supposed to do them. Unaona? Let them know, hey, that I love it when you do this.
More.
Yeah.
And by the way, you should let him know or let her know.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I love it when you cut my nails. I love it when you massage my hair. When you just, yeah, like it feels. Just let him know, at least ajue, so that,
something like that.
he knows. Even if you're down, he knows how to just
like
bring your spirits like up again. So at least
Yeah.
it's going to work for you.
Oh, another act of service, very key that I think we might even assume till the end of the show.
okay.
Pray for them.
How did we forget that?
That's a gunshot to people.
Oh, thank
Pray
you so
for
much.
them. Pray
Thank you so much
them.
for that.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you: how often do you pray?
I pray.
Wait, not just pray, but how often do you pray for your love?
Anytime I pray myself, I pray for her.
Okay, like does it mean if you're staying together, you should have like a devotion time?
Sure.
That works if the environment allows you, and maybe your work schedules, they allow you to have some time to sit.
Or let me say you
pamoja.
guys are just
yeah.
together all the time. You
Yeah.
can just have at least twice in the morning when you wake
Niko na
up.
swali
And you
Just
know,
the
and you know,
before.
another
niko na
thing,
swali ingine.
you know, let me just express this. We have technology these days.
Ah.
You can even send a voice note to your other person, like, you know, I'm praying. You're supposed to face this on Monday. I'm praying for you.
Oh.
That's- you know,
Or
that's-
just
it's
have your voice note while praying and send it to
you
him.
can
Oh my
just
goodness. I
something,
think he'll
it's-
just smile
Does
throughout the
some
whole day.
awesome stuff.
Mi niko na swali.
Yeah.
Swalisha.
Suppose you are staying together and maybe your devotion time is right after dinner, after maybe your movies. Alafu ikafanyika, mkosane, kitu ifanyike hapa katikati.
Before your
Before
bonding
you
time.
pray.
Kitu kama nini?
So, okay, watu kukosana. Kukosana ni zile za, maybe, you know, text from people like right now, maybe,
It's okay, I understand.
yeah, text
Please,
from people,
yeah.
calls, you see? And then you're like, I can't pick this, it's late, and like, bono huh? So,
Yeah.
that's argument before you pray. What do you do?
Wait.
You still
For
pray.
me,
Remember,
routine must be observed. Even if you're not talking, even if you're not talking to me, routines lazima tufuate. Kama ni kufanya nini, on check. We have to do it.
okay, Faiza,
Yeah.
suppose you are kneeling on either side of the bed, you're holding hands. Na umejua jamaa wako ako na hasira ingine yenye akikasirika huwezi bishika hata mkono. You
But I
see?
think those are those rare occasions.
First
you,
of all, yeah.
You pray by
You know what?
yourself or-
That's when
Turn it
you
down.
really need that prayer. Like he's just so mad at you and he's not even
True though.
talking. And then unassume prayer.
It
Bana
calms
si
you
una
down.
invite shetani. That's the moment you guys really need prayers. Like just hold his hands. He should know unataka kuomba and not
Yeah.
anything else. And when it comes to God, everyone lazima.
True.
Anyenyekee.
Ni muhimu.
Yeah.
All right, back to our Facebook Live comments. We have Erico say, you guys are stunning. Thank you. And he says he likes the discussion that is going on.
Thank
We
you.
also have Merab CJ saying the show is really good. Big up, guys. Thank you, Merab. Keep the
Awesome.
comments coming in. And the discussion is still.
So
Love
remember,
language.
this is the Dada's talk show, and today's topic is love languages. So let's take another short break, and then when you come back, we look at the other love language and what Violet wants to do, what's her opinion, what's Sigu's take on this.
Yeah.
See you after the break.
Well, thank you for keeping it Kafit TV. Our handles are still the same, Kafit TV on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
And our WhatsApp Dadas is also on fire. You can find the link on our Facebook page so that you can always share ideas and just live together. So today's topic, Violet, love languages. Lugha ya mapenzi. Do you have someone you love? How do you guys always carry out yourself? Like, how do you communicate? What does he love when you she love when you do to her?
Have you even figured your own love language? Have you figured your partner's love language?
important.
Ama mko tu hapo.
Aya, ndo maana tuna
Ama
Mr.
Mungu ni
Si-
mkubwa.
But you
Mr.
ma-
Sigu is here.
yeah, you mentioned something very important.
Uh-huh.
In as much as we are looking to know our partner's love language, it's important to know
Your own.
yeah, which one is ours. That was the
Because we are
the key point.
different.
Yeah.
I come from a different background. You also come from a different
True, true.
background. Those things I love, there are those that you love. So when you share ideas, it will work best for
You
us.
know, I kind of feel like even as in it helps us figure out. Like, for example, we were brought up with gifting as a sign of love. Oh, umekuwa number one by Skelly. You'd feel like you'd grow, when you fall in love with someone, you'd want to be appreciated using gifts.
Yeah.
But
So gifts will work for this kind of person.
yeah, but if you are brought up, like when you do something, it's always hugs and you see those pats on the back and you're like, yay, go, I know you can do this. You know that one, words
And a
of
squeeze.
affirmation.
Wait, we also have these quizzes.
Yeah. Words of affirmation is going to do it for you. They tell you, I know you can do it. Go, you see.
You're always beautiful. You're always smart.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can always do this. I'm always here for you.
And then you
We're in
find
this together.
you find that maybe you do something good and your parents just decide to take quality time, like take you out for movies, your favorite snack.
You just
get
take like
to
an
talk.
hour or two. You guys just
Eh.
share. They give you the stories. You know, when I gave birth to you, this and that was happening. You are a very brave kid and you're still brave to date. I always love you.
You'll value
Yeah.
quality time.
Exactly.
So I think the upbringing also matters a lot in this.
When it comes to the language. language. You people
Sasa
will.
dada, if you're bringing up your kid, you should let them know what's
True.
good for them.
Sure.
Yeah. So, still, there are some of us we like the physical touch.
Mimi yangu haijafika. Yes,
Yeah.
the physical touch.
The physical. When we say physical touch, you know there are some people, couples. I take my feet, I put it on my partner's lap, and he doesn't even touch them. Yani ni kama naziogopa.
Why?
Yani,
What did you just say?
I've said, for example, if I take my feet, put it on my partner's laps, and he, you know,
that comfortable
I'd-
position. It's
yeah,
always
I'd
comfortable.
expect him to maybe touch my feet, massage it. Lakini sasa ukizitoka, umelean back hata uziguzi. No.
But labda
He
hujamwambia
also leans
labda
back and
Yeah.
like kind of trying to move away from them.
You'll feel like, ay, kwani ni miguu inanuka, ama ni nzito,
Ah,
ama ni...
we-
Yeah, you start asking yourself lots of questions.
Yeah.
Yet, on the other hand, by the way, me naturally expect, if I put it there, you're going to hold them, I mean, give them the little squeeze, the massage, or just run your fingers.
Yeah.
It's
It feels
physical.
nice. It feels nice.
Yeah, it
something physical. Just get. Sometimes you really have to just touch me or do anything, but just sitting so close. Like you just
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
sit very close. Like I swear, I'll feel comfortable. I'll feel nice.
Okay.
And even maybe draping your hand around them.
Oh.
Kwanza time ya kuwatch movie. Alafu imagine mmekaa mna watch movie, mtu ako huko mmekaa.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why I
boring.
talked about sitting so close.
You can sit close, but what if we sit close? You're multitasking. You're on your phone, you're on the movie. On your phone, on
That's
the
where
movie.
you get
Yeah.
it wrong.
So-
Not unless maybe you guys decided, oh, let's take 30 minutes on our phones. Then after that,
What would you do if we are sitting close and then I put my head on your shoulder? What is
My
like ile kitu kuja automatically wewe
Okay.
unaweza fanya? Or you're watching with your girlfriend,
Yeah.
then she leans on you, puts her head on your on your shoulder. What are you going to do?
You leave it there.
Aki
no, no.
walai, sasa tunaona.
Ebu
Yeah.
stick at you.
You leave it there.
Remember,
Unashika.
si kushika.
No,
Remember,
no, not okay. No, I get your point.
Okay, explain it.
If they're sleeping on your shoulder, I think that's a position where, because if you start touching them, this gets uncomfortable. You understand?
Really?
not
Yeah.
Wait,
the thing
how
that I'm trying to
uncomfortable?
say here is, are you going to take the same hand and wrap
Yeah.
it around her to make comfortable?
Yes.
Ama utakaa
Of
hivi
course,
kama
yes.
sanamu.
You're not
Mkono-
talking. I
Of
think I
course,
love that
of course,
bit now.
yes.
Because I think one thing that most men, if not all of them, love is when a lady
Yeah.
or a lady they love carry their head into their shoulders. Like they
Yes,
just
yes,
feel
yes.
like, oh, they can give you that security.
Lakini
Yeah.
sasa
Gives you-
ikifika mahali mtu unamwekelea kichwa hivyo anasema, ebu hizi braids zako zinaniumiza. The braids, maybe your hair, the
But
braids,
that's
or maybe
too
your
harsh.
earrings, or
To make
maybe
matters worse, maybe ni yeye alikuwa salon.
Labda braids ya ukweli.
Aki
Wait.
walai.
Braids was inadunga.
Huwa zinawasha
Ah,
yeah, some shit.
zinawasha.
Lakini still, okay, the
like
physical touch is important.
You know
It's
what,
very-
By the
something,
way,
Violet? Mimi, okay, I'm kind of stubborn. And I love a guy who's also stubborn. Nataka uniekelee mkono, usipoweka I'll take it na nijieke, na nishike, utatoa. Nitakukea mguu kama utaniekea I'll take it, niweke na utatoa. Like, yeah, it's something that, okay, yani, it's nice, you know. You
Yeah.
remember when you guys are kids, mkicheza, unajua watoto by the way unibamba. Watoto wanacheza poa like kulana, ile
Yeah.
tu for fun.
And
They
just
hold
hold
hands.
each other.
About touch, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be just the graphical. every
Like
time,
all
no.
over.
It can be just contact, like the way you said. If someone sits close to you, like if you're walking with your jama, you know, just rub your hand around. Elbow.
Okay,
It gives them some. And I feel
Mr. Sigo, there's something that I need
Yeah.
to tell you still.
Yeah.
There are men out here.
Mhm.
They'll give you that type of attention if
Yeah.
it's just the two of you. Lakini umejua
true.
huko nje maybe kuna hawks. Huh?
Uh-huh.
You want to tell them, I've got this one.
But do you know what,
you
Violet?
try to make it not like it's PDA, but you just try
yeah.
like you're in the supermarket.
Yeah.
You just try to like hold his arm. Na unaona anaja, wacha nishike simu. Oh, something is now happening. He needs
That's
to scratch
why
his
it's
head.
very important that you understand your man and also you understand
Yeah,
your
yeah.
lady. So you know what he or she can do in public, so that you guys
Uh-huh.
can in public, no embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like
Like
if-
just hold him when he can afford to just feel it when he wants it, so that at least there is a proper communication between the two of you guys.
I think me, I've had an experience before where I really loved this mama. Yeah,
You love what?
I
That-
love
that
this
woman.
no, that woman, not
Oh.
mama. yeah, yeah, but now it was always uncomfortable that when we were walking somewhere,
Uh-huh.
the person in front of you. If it's a lady, for a man that makes them feel.
Wait.
You understand? Like whether they're doing
Wait.
it consciously or
This
unconsciously.
is
are you
a
getting me?
man and a woman,
Yes, we are working.
He
Let's say we are
loves.
working. We are working somewhere going for lunch. Yeah,
maybe
And
even on
then-
the streets.
you are the front. I think for a man it works better if the man is at the front and then
Yeah.
you're just a bit behind. Dog or two.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
Okay, I get
I
you.
think you get that.
I get you. But I have a question.
Yeah.
I've seen some couples, kind of funny, because watu wanatembea and
Yeah.
yako pale. Man is here. Oh,
That's
the man
right.
ako mbele, the lady is huku. So you don't know whether
Even
they
I've
are
seen some like
together
that.
or they are. Me, I've seen with my.
Yeah, that happens. Wanaenda matanga, unaambiwa wewe tangulia, nitakuja nyuma yako. Ama umeshuka gari moja, the guy is still like, oh, wacha nisalimie nani hapa,
What-
so that you just a little bit ahead.
Wait.
What do you two feel is the problem in
The is because the love language. Apart from the love language, maybe kuna conflict. Ama the guy is not proud of the woman, probably because maybe the woman has not dressed appropriately.
Or maybe
Yeah.
still, we have different upbringings.
dressing also is key. It makes us uncomfortable
Sure.
sometimes. True.
That's why it's important. Remember, we said this earlier, that before the two of you just leave the house, make sure he's dressed like fine. And you're also just good to go. Someone you'll feel
Yeah.
comfortable walking beside.
Okay.
Si ati hata utaki hata like unataka tu ongea na best yake alafu wamalize ndo wewe pick up.
Yeah.
Like no.
That is it. Physical touch. It's really, really important.
But wait,
Yeah.
isn't that just a basic need in any kind of relationship?
kuna wengine
That
it's like
brings me
wako
to
phobic
something
to-
else.
You see, there's something that pops up here at touch, which is very important.
Which is
Distance.
oh.
Let me tell you. Let's say, for example, you're used to each other, you're close every time you're close, and then life happens. Not that at the Kobaya, you find this person has been promoted to another city. You believe that's a good thing for the both has got a promotion, Cindy. But now,
Promotion is a
it will-
good thing.
You look indifferent.
but it will make the person.
I'm like, I know. Kind of. I'm trying to figure out there's some things I'll be missing, but then it's a good thing for us. It's a win because
Yeah.
he's going
Give him time to explain
Yeah.
first.
Okay, now touch. After that person moves, touch will be you lose touch. How do you?
So
survive
in
with
short, you're
that?
talking about long distance.
Yeah. Because
La-
you know,
Unaelewa? Long distance ufanyika, the touch will not be.
yeah,
But ile time
The
niko
moment
na
you
wewe.
cry-
yeah. I
That
think that's,
time that
Hey,
I'm
like
with
Yes.
all
you.
these days and zimepita nyuma, I have to pay.
yeah, that's my point. I think
All over.
for those
On the
for
streets,
those ones,
kwa nyumba, wapi. You have
for
to
those
pay.
ones, those few situations where you find yourself together and you are by this, it's to
I think you have a point. there.
for that.
So
yeah.
what do you think is the men's problem whereby maybe they don't want to hold? Umejua
Yeah.
kuna, if my love language is physical touch, I won't care if you touch me in public, like you hold my hand, you want to like snuggle me.
Yeah.
I won't mind that, whether it's in public. So you find that sometimes you're just seated and na feel tu ni kusongele, but
Yeah.
when I try to do that, you move away. Yet tukiwa wawili, you do it comfortably. What do you think is the
Violet,
problem?
you know, we are not trying to force that this must be there in each relationship. We're just trying
True.
to say each kind of relationship has their own love language. I mean, each kind of love. Let me just put it like that. Some, the gifting will work, the words of affirmation, spending quality time, and
You
maybe
need
the
to
physical
learn your
touch.
partner.
So maybe if they can't they can't do the physical touch, they'll spend the time with you and they'll just give you everything you need. So you just have to understand the relationship that you have, right?
Well, Tom Johnson Okinda on Facebook says, show on point, love wins always. Hiyo ni ukweli. Yeah, Faiza, my take.
Okay. I'm listening.
Okay. As for me, I think words of affirmation and physical touch always wins any day.
Oh.
That means it's not like I'm not going to
So
practice
you go
the
for
others.
affirmation of words and
Physical touch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You win.
Uh-huh. My take.
Your take.
Let me speak as a man.
Yeah.
Of
I
course,
believe-
that's why you're
I
here.
believe among those 5 languages,
Uh-huh.
the ones that speak most to a man are affirmation and acts of service.
Oh,
Those 2.
that's nice.
Okay.
So,
Those I think they speak to our inner core more than all the
and they
others.
kind of massage your ego because I
Yeah.
understand your ego needs to be massaged a
Something like
little
that.
bit. So, Violet, for me, I want everything. Because I'm willing to give you everything. So, I want the words of affirmation, time with me, the gifting, physical touch, very important. So, thank you for watching. That was all about the Dadas Talk Show today. Remember, we had our guest today.
Mr. Sigu.
Thank you for
And
having
the
me.
show was so fun.
Yeah.
At home there, remember the same way Marilyn Monroe said, if you can make a woman laugh.
Then automatically you can make her do anything.
Thank you
Yeah.
for watching. Until next time, bye bye.
Bye.